Yes, y'all hear that flick, so y'all know what it is. It's the number one football podcast in the world, Fried Footie. Football for my Americans. Y'all know what it is. Brad, Chuck, I'm Rodney. We're on the screen. We're giving you the latest and greatest in all the football takes. And in this week in particular, the group chat was going crazy with agendas.
Wild.
Everyone had their own agendas to push. And so I got to start with the person who was pushing their agenda the hardest. Some could say the most obnoxiously. Because y'all already know who it is. This guy over here stretching and whatnot.
Let me tell you, this is going to be remembered as the Marcus Rashford episode. Because we're going to come back, rewind this episode, and be like, Brad, you saw this before the rest. Barcelona picking up Marcus Rashford on a loan is not just a good move. That is the move of the season. You're not paying any money to get a talent who I think is going to be better than Nico Williams this year, the guy you were ready to give $60 million. I think Marcus Rashford's been waiting for this opportunity for years, and this offensive system is going to fit him like a glove. I think he's going to have a massive, massive season. I'm over the moon for Marcus Rashford right now.
When I first saw the Marcus Rashford signing, I mean, I didn't think it was bad. I mean, and they got him for free. They're sure they're paying the full wage, but they got him for free on the transfer. But at the same time, Raphina plays his best position. So, to me, I was looking at Rashford as like, you know, to put it in NBA terms, a great six-man, you know, a great super sub, a great fill-in spot starter, you know, when there's a La Liga game and a Champions League game in the same week, and so you need to rest someone, and so you have a great guy to come in to sub in for Lewandowski at striker, Raphina at left wing. Hell, he could probably even play right wing for Yamal every once in a while if you really needed him to. So I do like his versatility, but you're sounding like your expectations are crazy right now.
Well, let me explain myself, because it is outlandish to say. I recognize that. I'm not that deluded. But I just think that Raphina, if you look at the heat maps in the second half of the season, the majority of his touches came in the center of the pitch, whether as a 9 replacing Lewandowski or as a 10. And he did amazingly there. And Raphina is a guy you want closer to goal. If he's on the left wing, it's a lot further from goal. Rashford, on the other hand, has thrived as a left winger. All of his best seasons for Man U came as a left winger. And when he's been forced to play striker, he has struggled. And I would not put him as a striker on this team. But if you're putting him as a left wing, in this offense, the way they transition so quickly, Rashford is going to have tons and tons of one-on-one opportunities, and he's going to have tons of chances to get in behind. Those Pedri through balls or those Lamine Yamal crosses from the right side of the box into the left side, like Marcus Rashford is going to have service like he's never dreamed of, and his finishing skills are still incredible. So for me, I think, and this is going to sound crazy, but I think, yes, he may start the year as sub, but I think by the end of the year, Marcus Rashford will be in the Ballon d'Or conversation.
Come on, man.
I think we're about to witness something shocking.
Come on, man.
I don't even know why we do this. At this point, remember when he went to Aston Villa and it was he's gonna turn.
He did really well at Aston Villa.
I think he scored a goal coming off the bench, and then he hasn't done shit.
Right. He played 10 games, and he had 4 goals and 5 assists. That's not bad.
What did he say? What does the heat map say?
I'm telling you right now.
He said he had like 9 goal involvements in 10
let me say it again.
9 goal involvements in 10 games.
10 games. Okay. He's 10 games.
All right.
He scored 4 goals, and he had 5 assists. So 9 goal contributions in 10 games. I don't think that's that bad. That's pretty good.
That's fine. Ballon d'Or is crazy. That's fine.
Once again, when he got there, the whole idea was that he was going to turn up at Aston Villa and be worth the money that Man U was going to get valuable or whatever. Get a valuable fair trade on the market, transfer fee. What? At best, he salvaged himself so he could keep playing European soccer. Like, we were talking about him playing in Saudi, and he salvaged himself. Aston Villa, they're happy to go. No one is screaming, let's keep him. So let's calm down now before we go Ballon d'Or and a lot of other things. Like, let's relax. Let's settle ourselves. I'm glad he's playing European football because literally 4 months ago, that was not the conversation on this part. That's what I'm saying. It changes real fast over here. Real fast over here when it's time to get real agenda-y. But God bless.
Brad, I do have a question for you, Brad. So if
I'm just
Rashford
saying,
is supposed to eventually be starting,
let's go back a year.
What player is going on the bench?
I think Lewandowski at 38-ish is probably going to lose a lot of time to Raphina as the number 9. That'd be my guess.
You don't like Ferran Torres? You don't like Ferran Torres?
Hey, Ferran Torres is all right, but if he was going to be a starter in Barcelona consistently, that would have happened already. I don't think he has the juice. He's not as good of a finisher as Rashford.
That's not true. Lewandowski was still very good last year. Lewandowski was very good, and Ferran Torres was good too. Like, don't do that.
All right, I think maybe the biggest reason why I got so pro Marcus Rashford, besides the logic, which I buy, is the amount of hate he's been getting from these dusty old British assholes. The old Man U striker, Teddy Sheringham, said that Rashford doesn't deserve a move to Barcelona. Like, bro, what are we even talking about? He said he hopes Rashford doesn't get the move he's hankering for. It's like, that's the kind of hater shit that I'm just like, what has this man done to deserve this hate? Like, he was a star boy for Man U, fell out of favor with the coach. He still has a mountain of talent.
No, I just want to get this straight. Your Marcus Rashford takes have literally become rage bait. Like that's literally what the take has become. That like, oh, people are being
no, it's not rage bait.
Yes, literally. People,
not that.
People are being nice to the British people. The black British. No, why can't you be nice to him? Like that's literally what I was waiting for there to be some sort of like football analysis and when like, oh, Rashford, you know, his right foot is just so good and he's going to be getting the ball right there. But no, it literally was some old white man was making fun of him. You know what? You got it. You fucking got it.
It was just part of it. Just part of it.
Look, there was a point in time on this podcast we were talking about Raphina being the best player in the world. And so to say that Raphina is now going to move position.
You made the guy better.
You're saying that he needs to move positions to make Rashford feel comfortable, to maximize Rashford's strengths. That
he played there all last year.
And you talking about what?
We're talking about moving.
I quit.
No, we're talking about moving Raphina out of his best position, giving him the freedom to be on the outside or the middle versus parking him in the middle because we need to make space for Rashford on the left wing. Is insane to me. Insane.
Listen, we're gonna play this back.
Oh man, I'll be here for that.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
We will be back here. All
right.
Who suspected Dembele was gonna win the Ballon d'Or or have this kind of year a year ago? Dembele was someone that was washed up from Barcelona a year ago. You watch. Marcus Rashford is about to have a year that they're going to make a movie about. I'm telling you. And we're going to keep playing this back because you know how annoying I'm going to be when I'm right. It's not going to be fun.
Hold on. Wait, are you saying that Rashford is as good as Dembele? Are you saying Rashford is as good as Dembele?
What are we doing here?
Are you saying Rashford is as good as Dembele?
I am saying that. Rashford is the same talent level as Dembele. Same talent level.
I quit, bro. I quit.
Let's move on to my agenda. Because I think my agenda.
All right, what's your agenda?
I think my agenda is better. I think it makes more sense, and I think everyone will agree with me. So Real Madrid came out recently. Oh, I guess maybe Vinny's agents came out recently. Someone came out recently in those contract negotiations and basically came out and said we are far apart numbers wise on the Vinicius extension with Real Madrid. Now, Vinicius's current contract runs until 2027. So he has 2 years left on the deal, but they're trying to be proactive in signing him because, you know, he's young, he's good, he's talented, so on and so forth. However, the Vinicius camp is saying that they want equal money to what they are paying Mbappé on a weekly wage. Now, Mbappé is making $600,000 a week right now. $600,000. Plus, he got a crazy signing bonus for joining. Like because since they didn't do a transfer, it was a free transfer. They gave him a crazy signing bonus. I believe it was like 80 million euros. I want to say something in that ballpark. So Vinicius has been sitting on the sideline waiting for his turn. He's waiting for his turn, and he's like, okay, my time has come. I'm equal to Mbappé. Hell, I was here first. Pay me the way you paid Mbappé. And I'm here to say no. My agenda is no, sir. And Vinicius is great, But to say that you deserve $600,000 after the performance that we saw all last year, bro, get some self-awareness.
Brad said he was better than Mbappe.
He had a
this is
terrible
my
year.
agenda.
At the
My
beginning of the
agenda is
year, I
different.
thought that. He had a terrible year.
He had a very subpar year in all facets of the game, whether it be finishing, whether it be assisting, whether it be pressing and defense. Like, he did not really excel by his standards. Someone who came off a season where he was claiming he deserved to be Ballon d'Or. So to come back and that's your response to saying that you got robbed of Ballon d'Or is to no longer even be in the conversation for Ballon d'Or. And then to come back the next year after that and say, okay, now I deserve to be the highest paid player on this team. Insane. Absolutely insane. If I'm Madrid, I'm taking a hard look at asking Rodrygo if you want to stay, and two, asking Vinicius if you want to leave, and capitalizing on that, because I think you can get more value from Vinicius and you can get a player that fits around Mbappe better. Because for better and for worse, Mbappe is their guy. Mbappe, and then you can maybe say Jude Bellingham as well. Those are your two corner pieces. Those are your two guys. And I think they need another player. No. And I think they need another player on the attack that fits around Mbappe and Jude better than Vinicius. So
you don't think
my agenda is I would be looking at selling or transferring Vinicius, but I damn sure wouldn't be paying him what he wants. Damn sure.
My thing about them right now is that they have Garcia, and the idea like that we talked about it last time we were here. What does that front attack with those three look like? Who stays, who goes, da 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 da. And I think to your point, Vinny makes it. If Vinny is gonna be combative like this, it seems like this isn't gonna be an easy situation. I think he makes it a lot easier for them. He makes it a lot clearer as to where they will go next. So I love that what you say about Rodrygo, because it's four men, 3 spots. Rodrygo, Garcia, Mbappe, Vinny. If we can do something to your point where we're clear on who will be on that right, because more than likely Mbappe will be on that left, Garcia as that striker, we're set. So like
we're set, bro. Put Jude at the 10 in the midfield. We're cooking. We got Goulet as well, also in the midfield attacking, bro. Vinny, I love you, but I could get 150 for you right now. Yeah, what are we saying?
I just seen what Arsenal just is about to pay for cat. Like there's something to be said. So I think I'm with you. This is a good agenda. This is an agenda
I'm honored.
I can see. I like this. I like this one because I think once again, Madrid has the money too. We're not talking about.
And also, if Vinicius is on that open market, they're gonna get a bag.
That's what I'm saying. It's one of those things where not addition by subtraction, because there will be a transfer fee, but it just maybe it's an addition by change. Like it's subbing him out and maybe getting another midfielder, a defender with the money that you get for him might ultimately be better for Real Madrid in the long run than it would be to keep all 4 of those attacking players.
Yeah, I had a question for you guys. Do you think this was a miscalculation by Vinny's camp, like asking for money at the wrong time? Or do you think they're like, if we ask for money and they don't want to pay it, this makes a move happen? Do you think this is a way to try to get a transfer done? Like I saw the Liverpool rumors even, which would be fucking crazy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think if this definitely seems agent more than management. It looks at the agent looking around the landscape and saying, agenda that I'm about to push. We're getting 70 million transfer fees. I'm seeing 140 million. Hey, what would my guy, what is my guy worth, especially to Rodney's point, not too far removed from feeling like people are saying you were snubbed for the Ballon d'Or. Last year, it wasn't that, so you might want to try to capitalize on the idea of there still being a lot of Vinny magic before you have another bad season, and then the questions, it's not as high on what ifs.
Yeah, I think the Vinny, to your point, Brad, is looking at it like, okay, I want this amount of money, and I want it to be known. So if Madrid is paying it, then great, I'm here. But I want to put it out there so I can get on the market to see who's going to raise their hand and say, I'll pay you that. I'll give you that much money because we believe in you that much. We'll, fortify our attack around your skills and make you the primary guy, and you can do your thing over here. There's a lot of teams that when Vinny steps onto their pitch, that he'll be their best player for sure. So
how good would Vinny be in the Premier League? Like, what would I don't really know exactly what to expect because of how spotty last year was.
He would be great. The only reason it was spotty was because Mbappé was there for the first year. Like, it's always going to be tough when you have a new guy coming in at striker. And honestly, Madrid as a team fell off as a whole. Anytime we saw Madrid against some of the best top competition, they were kind of disappointing, to be honest. So I don't even know if it's exclusively in Vinicius. I think the whole team was a little disappointing last year. So to answer your question, though, Vinny at the left wing is a top 5 left wing easily in the Premier League. Easy.
Yeah, I think last year if we're going to be fair, and at least in my stance, it was a lot of, it can't all be on Mbappe, so it can't all be on Vinny. Listen, that attack was probably one of the few bright spots on that team for the most part of last year. So I'm not even going to do too much. But I think it's agenda time. I hear you talking about the Premier League, and it's time to talk about the gods.
What do you got?
I'm going to talk about the gods. Man, we're fucking back, baby.
Gods.
Baby.
We ready for the relegation battle.
Yeah. I would. See, this is the disrespect that we do here when I told you guys, don't even bring that blasphemy. And who, number 17, where did Tottenham finish on the table?
Let's stay on Man U.
Don't talk about the European champions like that, please.
The European champions. Oh my God!
Please,
the most misleading statement of all time.
Please don't talk about the Champions League entrance next year, please.
Since we're pushing agendas, the big bread is back, and I'm pushing fucking agendas, baby. After the first signing, Matheus Cunha, shout out my Brazilian brother. I don't speak Portuguese, but I love you, and I'm gonna see you. We're going to be there. We're going to have a good time in the London town. I know Manchester's in London, but you get what I'm saying. This is America. But we've already done that. And now we're next up. My Cameroon brother. Actually, we didn't do France. He would be playing. I don't know. We do a series here of if immigration didn't exist. Good brother could be playing for France, but that's not here. Brian, Cameroon brother, 70 million transfer fee. Listen, I don't care about anything. All I care about is we got a striker and a winger. We need one more. I'm just looking for one more, and the Holy Trinity is here. We got God.
You already got Fernandez. That's your third guy right there. You already got Fernandez.
Okay, I watched the most recent Man U game, and Bruno Fernandes played as a defensive midfield. Cunha and Mbuemo are going to be the two attacking midfields right behind the striker. They're looking for a striker.
What type of shit?
Well, I gotta say, Cunha and Mbuemo, you could not have got two better guys, though. Like, as much of a hater as I am, like, they are fucking studs. Like,
Now listen. I'm with you. Okay, see, because I haven't seen the lineup, and what type of nonsense friendly do you got the players running at half? See, I'm not even gonna do that. That's why I'm gonna try to keep myself.
You gotta wait for the real game to start.
I'm gonna keep myself calm, not get too caught up in things that I see on the preseason. But
guess how many goals they scored?
It doesn't matter. Right now. We're not talking about that.
Just guess. Guess a number.
Zero. But That's the new. And you guys saw what I did for Dembele in the Ballon. I'm doing it for Brian. But with that said, I love that attack. I'm glad you gave me that. Now we're wasting one more person. Crystal Palace. You know what the fucking vibes is. Let me get my boy Matata.
Oh, Jean-Philippe.
Matata. And I'm good. Listen, right now I'm on a high. Right now, you guys, it's beautiful. Right now, the energy, as you can see, my energy is beautiful. And listen, I will not allow these nonsense cats to my left and my right. Well, I'm not in the middle. To my left to bother me right now. This is all positive energy. Ruben, I love you. I see the vision.
Hey,
Bruno,
man.
We're gonna get it back.
Y'all finishing ahead of Tottenham next year?
We're going.
Hell no.
Let's ahead of this year. We're going to. We speaking bad Portuguese. Listen, my brothers, we are lit. We going to West Africa. We're doing it all. Manchester, we are so
Kudus is better than
fucking
both,
back.
but I'm asleep.
We're so fucking back.
Kudus
What
is
kind
better
of
than both,
odds
but
would
I'm
you
asleep.
give me on a bet that Ruben Amorim gets fired by February?
Fuck no. Ruben here forever. We good. We back, baby. I'll take your odds. Put it. Whatever you want. Put it up right now.
Give me 100. Give me 10 to 1 odds.
10 to
Fuck
1.
it, 10 to 1. Let's go.
10 to 1. What do you want to do? 20.
10 to 1. Put it up.
So,
All right,
so
10 to
so-
1, $20. Ruben Amorim is fired by February 1st. I think it's going to be a disaster this year. Even though those are great offensive pickups, I think he refuses to change his system to his players. I think he needs 10 new players if he's going to make this shit work, and he's not about to get them. I think this is going to be another disaster of a year. So I owe you $20 if Ruben. I owe you $20 if Ruben Amorim is still the coach February 1st. But if I'm right, you owe me $200. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that.
I just want you to realize you just completely contradicted yourself. It started with
I'm telling you.
He don't change his system. He don't change the system to his players, but he got new players for his. Like literally, that was the whole. We spent. Like,
The problem is they were not 2 players away.
You just said they need more players. Like we said, he's gonna.
They need a midfield. They need a defense. They need a goalie. They have nothing besides Mbuemo and Cunha and maybe Bruno. I'm not the biggest Bruno guy.
And Ahmad. Like you fucking love the ball more than anybody.
I'm not school. You know I like Ahmad. I'll give it.
Now, continue. Don't come on my agenda. Don't come.
You saw you had him running laps at halftime. Nobody wants that shit. Ruben has them. Ruben thinks he's Coach Carter of Europe right now, and I don't really think it's gonna work.
I'm the one who literally said, "Let's not like, please continue."
So where's Man U finishing this year in the Prem? Where's Man U finishing this year in the Prem? I want a firm answer.
No, I give you no firm answer. No, I don't have to.
Come on, give me one. Just give me your idea. It can change.
No, where's Man City finishing? Now they were top 4.
Number one, baby.
I'm not
Number one.
I'm not. Exactly. You don't even believe that, so it's fine.
No, I do.
I do
If
believe
Liverpool got
Tottenham will
Isak,
finish ahead
I
of
couldn't
Man U
say
this
that,
year. I
but-
do believe that.
Nah,
I do believe that Tottenham will finish ahead of Man U. Though. I do believe that. My man Thomas Frank, we're locked in.
Yeah. The shit about Mbuemo though is like, and I'm mad, man. You got Mbuemo because I don't want to have to root for him because he is so good. Like honestly, when I watch him, he reminds me of Mo Salah. The way he drives so direct, like he doesn't have that many fancy moves, but he just takes a fucking beeline to the goal, and his left foot is, bro.
Taking it too far.
Say Cole Palmer first or something. Like say
it's a different type of player. Cole Palmer is all about tricks and making people miss and all this. Mo Salah doesn't do that. Mo Salah is direct and like clinical. And Mbuemo's the same way. Like you watch his goal highlights, it's not like crazy back heels and fucking nutmegging people. It's him getting a step and exploiting you and having one of the best finishes in Europe. Nah, he's a beast. He's a beast.
Like this style of play. I just don't know.
Did you see the panic move?
Mbuemo and Salah are the same name.
He deserves it. He deserves it. As much as it pains me to say, because I just kind of hate Man U. I don't really know why. It just feels good to hate Man U.
You're a Man City
fan.
fan. I hope
Cunha
you
are like
don't
two of my
Man U.
favorite
What kind of
players.
question is that?
What happened?
Whatever.
So I said you're a Man City fan. Of course you don't like Man U. What do you mean you don't know why?
Yeah, but I feel a little extra. I'm not from Man City. You know, I didn't like grow up there. You know.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even know they existed before 15 years ago. Did you see the panic move that Liverpool made? Did you see that total panic move? Liverpool went crazy hard for Alexander Isak, offered a bag that they thought couldn't get rejected. Liverpool offered like 120, 130 million, and then got told no and went to a guy named Hugo Ekitike from Germany, and he's a decent player, but he only had 15 goals in the Bundesliga. Which for me, when Harry Kane is racking up like 35 goals, you got to do a little better to be worth 90 mil. So I don't know what you guys thought about that move. He's never even played for France.
He's only 23.
How many goals is that in relation to Marmoush did when he was in Germany?
So Marmoush still had more goals the full year than him after leaving halfway.
I'm just saying, how many more? I'm just curious.
I don't have the exact number. That's why I said the more things. I figured that replace the number.
I figured it was something like that. It wasn't as concrete as you would like. It was.
But I will say this dude is mad young. He's only 23. He had top 5 goal involvements, goals and assists for a player under 23 and under in all of Europe. So he is good. I know that the internet's kind of like shitting on this guy a little bit, like because he does have some.
According to Brad, go and assist.
No, he's good. The thing is that he's good. Like, let me tell you, I think he's about as good as Darwin Núñez. One of the things that he does that Darwin Núñez also does is they have a stat called X goal, which it basically says how good your chances were, and he underperforms that. He has a lot of shots that are great chances that he misses. Darwin Núñez does this too. They both have a talent for getting in the right spaces, being in the dangerous spot, getting the ball there, but their finishing leaves a little to be desired, and in the Premier League, it's going to be even harder. But he's great at the link-up play, and I think he's a good player. He's going to have moments.
He's also 23.
As much as I love Doku,
I feel Rodney.
I'm just saying he's got a lot of room to grow.
Nah, I'm with you. Listen, I'm not mad at the assessment. Like, normally I would be, but I think this is a fair assessment all around. Like, but having the spirit of Doku in you isn't good at all. Like, that's not something I would like to be known for.
Another thing that's crazy though is like, go for it.
I'm saying, do you think that this is an upgrade over Luis Díaz?
I don't think so. I think they're going to sell Luis Díaz. They've been talking to Barcelona and then Bayern a lot. I think even there was a Saudi rumor. I think Luis Díaz wants a big new contract, and he's a little too old because he's 27, so Liverpool is not really trying to give him that. But like right now this season, I think Luis Díaz is definitely better. Ekitike, I don't know. He's a good player. I just think when you spend 90 mil, like, are you going to spend 90 mil on another striker? They might have been wiser to save it. Acuna went for like 70 mil. Like, I just think the market is a little twisted if you're giving Ekitike 90 mil when he hasn't even been capped to play on his national team yet. You know, like that's a lot.
I definitely saw that.
Also, Liverpool.
This is all agendas, though.
This was the team that used to complain about Man City.
It is a lot.
Buying all the players. Oh, poor Liverpool. We don't have the money for players. They spent $545 million so far. That's crazy.
How much did y'all spend in the winter trade? Like, what are you talking about?
No. I'm not saying what we're doing is right. I'm just saying I don't want to hear them complain ever again. That's all.
Okay.
Doing the same shit. Don't tell me Man City was unfair.
I mean, just because one person is doing something else unfair doesn't mean the other person wasn't. Y'all both doing shit unfair.
Hey, both
fair point. Unfair. But Chelsea does the same shit. Like, Chelsea be spending the bag. They just spend it on terrible players.
Exactly. Like, it's just like they just not good at it. Like, be better. Like, fuck.
Yeah. I was curious to get your guys' opinion about the Alexander Isak situation, because I think Alexander Isak is the best striker in the world right now. If you consider guys like Mbappé left wingers, you know, these are not striker, pure number 9s. So he's in demand by everybody. Liverpool, we talked about, made a massive offer. Newcastle is telling everybody, no, he's not for sale, no matter the price. What should they do? Because it's pretty clear that he's a little too good to be at Newcastle for much longer, right? Like, would you try to hang on, or do you just take the highest bid?
Wasn't the idea that they needed him for Champions League? I just don't once again, I don't know. Like, one thing I will say sometimes that is interesting to me about soccer is the finances part, because it seems that some people it's really a deal breaker. Like, how am I going to pay these versus the Man Cities? It's like, fuck it, here you get 90 mil, you get 200. So like, I don't know enough about Newcastle from a kind of an organization to say this is a bluff. Like, maybe they're like, hey, we're going into Champions League with your ass because without you, hey, what are our chances? Versus, hey, maybe they don't feel as though they have the infrastructure to sell him, get enough money, and then get peace. Like, I don't know what their vision is. Personally, I don't know if Newcastle, I don't know what their thoughts of going into Champions League. If they really felt like winning Champions League was something that was attainable, then of course you keep him. But I just don't. I don't know. Do you guys think I'm
not going in the Champions League and selling my best player. Isak's contract runs until 2028. There's really no urgency to get rid of him this summer before you go to Champions League.
And that was another thing. Right now,
this very second, there's no rush to sell him. He's still young. If he has a good Champions League, his value is only going to even go up more next summer. And at the end of the day, if you're Newcastle, how often are you even making it to Champions League? I'm not about to sell out and not put my best team out there. This is a once in a decade opportunity for a team like Newcastle. You could argue they're not making Champions League that often. They're just not. So I see, the point of, you want to capitalize on your investment because you are like a middle, size team. Yes. But that money's not going anywhere if you keep him one more year. Maybe you make it. Maybe you get lucky, or not even lucky, but just have a good draw and you make it into the knockout round of Champions League. You know what I mean? And now you're making extra revenue with that, and then you can still sell him next year if you don't qualify again. But I'm definitely not. Essentially, what that would be is tanking before I enter Champions League. I would never do that. Not when he has 3 years left on his contract.
And I think that's the biggest thing for me. Time left versus what you're going to get for him. If you thought this was the most you could, but to Rodney's point, this is not. He starts Champions League and is scoring a goal per. Listen, the fee goes
200 for him. Damn near.
Just goes up. It just goes up. There's a scenario where maybe he gets hurt, but that is on the crazy opposite end. Mostly every scenario that plays out, Newcastle, the organization, benefits. Isak might not personally, but Newcastle will. And if I'm them, there's no way. Especially because it wasn't as though you were doing something. You're doing this shit here. It got popping here. It's not like you stay here for a little bit more. You do a little bit more for us, and then you can go. You don't get this one.
Yeah, we're playing the Champions League this year. You can forget that.
Yeah,
you're not gonna sit here and tell me I'm holding you hostage and we're playing Champions League matches.
You stay here for
I'm not holding you hostage. Hell no. You said you wanted to be here if we were in Champions League, buddy. We're here, so we're riding it out one more year.
We've done our end. Now you need to finish doing your end.
Nah, facts.
Respect. Speaking of another striker on the market, Viktor Gyökeres. Everyone seems to be saying that him to Arsenal is all but a done deal, although there seems to be something delaying it. Do you guys think this is going to happen? And also, if it does happen, do you think it's that good of a move? Obviously, his totals for goals are incredible, but the Portuguese league, I don't know. I have some mixed feelings about how his competition was.
He's going against farmers, bro?
Yep. Say it.
I think it might be a fisherman's league.
Fishermen's. So we've elevated from.
Now they're coastal people,
Yeah, coastal. Okay. That's true. I've been to Lisbon. It's nice and it's right in the water.
My thing about it is that I'd be a hypocrite because when I thought he was coming to Man U, I was screaming to the heavens. So I don't think I don't think any the want for him or the hype is wrong in any sense. He's just going to be one of those cats who's going to have to come to the Premier League and deliver because there's not going to be he's not going to have a grace. We're not going to wait 5 to 10 games and be like, oh, he hasn't scored. No, it'll be as soon as he touched down, what have you done for me? So I think Arsenal, if they have him, you would put them as the favorites, I would think. If they do get him, I think Liverpool is still theirs, as champions, them to beat. But, I think everything surrounding him screams hype, and it could be really bad or it could be really good. I think he's just going to have to kind of show us.
Yeah, I don't think that this move, whether they sign him or not, is moving the needle to a point where Arsenal's winning Premier League. I think that Liverpool, Man City, both got a lot better with their signings, and I have more faith in them to produce and be just a better team, especially on the offensive side, in terms of creating chances consistently. So, I mean, they need him. I know they signed the Manduke from Chelsea as well. So, they're trying their best to, get some stuff together. We'll see if Saka can stay healthy. That'll certainly help them as well. But, I mean, and the thing that really confuses me is that they're fighting over 5 million euros. There's we offered you 65, or we're not taking less than 70. I'm like, well, is it really that serious? If you want him that bad, just pay the 70 and just move on. So that also to me is a sign that maybe he's not an amazing needle mover if you're sitting there willing to lose him over 5 million euros. You know what I mean? So, I know Arsenal fans aren't gonna love that, that opinion, but I just don't think that they're winning the league with or without him, unless they got another move after this I don't know about.
Yeah, I think this is a bit of a desperation move for Arsenal. When I went back and looked at his stats, he was really different against the best competition. And by different, I mean he did nothing. The last 4 games of his Champions League season were RB Leipzig, Arsenal, Club Brugge, and Dortmund. 0 goals, 0 assists, went out super sad. Against really vulnerable defenses, like Man City and a lot of other teams, he gashed them. Because what he does is kill you on the counterattack. But what really confuses me is Arsenal doesn't play on the counterattack. If you watch an Arsenal game, they play really slow possession-based football where you're getting Salah, you're getting Saka on the wing, you're getting Odegaard bringing up to the middle. You need somebody who's really good at dribbling, really good at short passing. Gyökeres is like a Lamborghini. Like, he only goes fast. He's not going off-road doing potholes and shit. He's not someone who's a really good dribbler. He's not somebody who's going to get around people in small spaces. If he gets a step on you on the fast break, he's gone. And he's so strong, and his finishing is pretty clinical, but he's not playing that, like, tiki-taka pass shit that Arteta really does. So, to me, this confuses me a bit.
So you're saying he's like right-footed Haaland, basically?
Like, Cunha would have been perfect for Arsenal. Cunha is like the guy that can do that type of game.
Well, maybe that's the point. Like, they have guys that can do this. He does something uniquely different that could add to the team. I don't.
But they don't have that. They don't have, like, Kai Havertz can't do that. They need
that's
that.
Why.
I don't know. You sounded like you just gave us a scouting report for Haaland, for Portuguese Haaland. That's what it sounded like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he sound like
like
they don't have a Haaland. Like, Arsenal doesn't have that. So
he's not Haaland.
What is that?
Well, I'm just saying, if you that's
what we're saying. We're saying the description of him is Haaland light at best. So, like, that's their version of it.
No, it's not Haaland light. I think like in January we're going to be sitting here.
Your word. Your scouting report sounded a lot like Haaland.
That's what we're saying. We're saying your description of him
like Haaland, but I think you're leaving out Haaland's finishing abilities at another level, like finishing crosses, things like this.
Yeah, nothing exactly. He's Haaland Jr., bro. Haaland Jr.
Yes, Haaland light means his finishing isn't as good as the other guys.
Jr., bro.
That's why
you're comparing him to the wrong guy. It's not Haaland, it's Højlund. I think by January we're going to be sitting here asking. We'll be back here asking, is Arsenal going to buy a striker finally that really scores gold? Because I really think it's about to be like Rasmus Højlund 2.0. I just don't think he's a fit for that system at all.
How about?
That was kind of a bar. I'm not going to lie. That was kind of a bar.
Time the fuck out. Even if it was a bar. When we were talking about contracts, I was told
even if it was a bar, it's killing me.
A bad contract. No, I'm hearing.
He's all right. He's all right. He's the hole. He's not a striker. He's not really a striker.
That's what he does.
No. They signed him as a central midfielder. He can play striker, but you could get someone like Cunha. Like, Cunha would have been perfect for Arsenal. Cunha would have been a dream. That guy could score a goal with 4 guys on top of him. Gyökeres is never doing that.
That sounds beautiful. You keep talking about what people get signed to do. I'm telling you what, he plays striker for, like, I've watched it. He's that striker. Like, once again, I don't give a fuck if the transfer where he signed it said central midfield. When I watch these, he is at strike. Like, this is my issue. What they have him doing is play striker. That's why they're going to go get someone, because they think what he does is better. Like, this is the reason why I'm not spending the money. It's not my money. It's them. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what they're doing. I'm just saying, literally what they're doing. I'm telling you what they're. You see it. We all see it, and you telling me that's not what's going on. I'm confused.
Man, we'll see. The season's gonna play out. I can't wait for the season to come back. I just made my fantasy Premier League team. Are you guys actually gonna play this year? You guys signed up, made a team, and then told me both of you forgot your passwords. That hurt.
That's true. I mean, that did happen. I did forget my password.
I want you to get on it this year. It's
was
so
gambling.
simple.
What side is it on? What
I was
website is it
gambling.
on?
I was more concerned about whether shots on goals was gonna hit at 9 a.m. in the morning, not shutting my roster. Like, I'm sorry. All right,
What is it
Okay,
on?
but we
Is
can
it
do
ESPN?
both. We can do both.
and we can.
I want a little pod competition this year. I want to see, whose footy knowledge is going to come out on top with the fantasy league.
You can be waking
If you
up
know
at,
who's
like,
going to get the
7 a.m.
goals,
to
get
check
the
your roster.
assists,
Like, I'm
get the
not-
clean
It's
sheets.
not happening all the time for me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna forget my goals.
all the time, but,
I'm just not even gonna hold you, bro. Like,
You only have one transfer a week. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to make a whole new team every week. You set your team, you get your guys, and you get one move you're allowed to make each week. So you really just got to do the research to begin. You don't have to,
that's
I
fair.
want your commitments. You're going to join me in this nerddom.
What's your commitment? Yeah, you be going hard, bro. Like I said, you be up at like 6 a.m. changing shit. I don't know if I got that in me right now, But
Well, when I text
respect
you at
it. I
6
respect
a.m.,
the
you're
grind.
usually awake.
Yeah, but I'm not ready to make roster adjustments and construction. Like, I am awake. This is a fact.
But if I send you a
Roster
bet,
adjustments
let me
and
tell you, if I send you a bet, you do wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
That hits you like coffee.
Yeah.
I send you a FanDuel slip.
under-
I just got to, you know what I do? I gotta group the FanDuel slips with the hey fantasy
Yes.
check your fantasy
Now-
lineup
now you
reminder.
under-
As long as I just
now-
like give you a little
Thank you.
taste of that gambling.
Be
Hits you like the smelling
forward-thinking.
salts.
Be a forward-thinking man.
Okay,
This is
okay,
what I
we
like.
got that.
This is what I like.
All right, we'll tell you about our fantasy teams next week. See ya.
We should get some names. Send names in the chat.